Hello everybody, welcome back to James's Classic Movies. James with you again. This time we're dealing with Dungeons and Dragons. This time we have a triple feature for you. Featuring one of my favorite actors, Jeremy Irons, filmed in 2000. Dungeons and Dragons, we'll just call it D&D 1 for all you D&D fans out there. Of course, everybody is familiar with the game Dungeons and Dragons and the video games and so forth. This movie, again, was the first of the three to be released in 2000, starring again Jeremy Irons, Marlon Wayans, Justin Whalen, spelt differently and not related, Kristen Wilson, and Bruce Payne as Domodar, and Thora Birch as Empress Savinia. I hope I pronounced that right. In the kingdom of Izmir, everything isn't peaches and cream. The Empress wants. Well, the place is ruled by wizards. I mean, they use their magic to govern the kingdom. But Wizard Profian, played by Jeremy Irons, is not happy with this situation. He wants to use his magic, or use their magic, for complete dominance over the people. While Empress Savinia, played by Thora Birch, wants magic used for good. So the two clash, and Irons is told of a staff that he can use to control red dragons. Red dragons being the fiercest of the lot, and of course Thora Birch is in complete control of the gold dragons. And what our storyline really pops into now is the fact that a couple of thieves systematically get involved with going after this staff. So take a look at this and hang on.
In a faraway world,
all people deserve to be free and equal.
The child is not fit to govern an empire.
the forces of darkness
You can control dragons.
With the dragon army at my command, I can crush the Empress.
This has got to be some twisted magic experiment gone seriously wrong.
have threatened to conquer a kingdom.
What can I do to stop Profian?
If you can obtain the Rod of Savril, you could control red dragons.
I suggest we lay low, let the whole thing blow over, come back, rob everybody.
There's one small problem.
Problem?
I kind of committed us to find it.
Let their blood rain from the sky!
Trust me.
I hate when you say that. Don't touch that.
Kill them slowly.
You finish the maze, you win the prize.
You'll have to do better than that.
They must complete this task alone.
You know, I love the way you track. I'll get Marina, you get the map. How you get the girl and I get a map? We gotta work out some new plans. I want them found.
Do you really think you can steal my destiny?
Be careful.
You too.
Now is your time to die.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You want to play, do you?
Well, we hope you enjoyed that. That was a pretty good movie. I watched it a couple of times myself. For fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons, you have to accept what it is what it is. So, like most of these dragon movies out there, there's the ups and downs. But now in 2005 came the second installment of Dungeons and Dragons, called The Wrath of the Dragon God. Bruce Payne reprises his role in this as Damodar. I want to say damn it all, but Damodar. But anyway, it's starring, like I say, Bruce Payne, Ellie Chudzi, anyway, as Lux. These actors had these weird names. I mean, to them it probably isn't weird, but to me it is. Chudzi. And then there's Mark Diamond as Beric, and Clemency Burton Hill as Melora. This one is a pretty good fantasy film. It's, like I say, Bruce Payne comes back to reprise his role as Damodar. He has in his possession now an orb, the extraordinary powers, and I guess he's going to lay waste to the planet. Because it's been a few years since I've seen this picture, so I'm doing this from memory. And anyway, there are three characters here, along with other characters, move to defeat him and rid him of the orb and destroy him, whatever, and join forces to restore peace and tranquility to the land. Now, in doing this, they're going to take on some dragons and a whole bunch of foes and everything. Take a look at this.
In another time, it was hidden. Its power has been growing.
I had the strangest visions.
The tremors are growing in frequency.
Now, an unknowing world
Life begins anew.
has awakened its curse.
The orb is mine.
What shall I tell my people?
Tell them to flee. It will kill us all.
Beric, it is your duty to lead this quest.
Start with Lux. No one in Ishmir is more ferocious in battle. For wisdom, there is Dorian, a cleric.
Sorcery must be fought with sorcery.
There's always Ormelian.
The elf wizard.
If secrecy is the goal of this quest, no one is more stealthy than Nim.
It's a trap.
What chance does Ishmir have against me?
When the corruption reaches your brain, you will be reborn as one of the undead.
I will see them all burn.
Yes, we've all heard that one before.
I will rain down my revenge. Good times. You cannot win.
Wrong.
Kill them all. Drain their lives.
Dungeons and Dragons. The elemental might.
Okay, we sure have. Hope you enjoyed that. Now, being released in March of this year, 2023, it's month after next, is the third installment of Dungeons and Dragons called Honor Among Thieves, starring Chris Pine, Jean Page, it's a French name, and then Michelle Rodriguez. A band of unlikely characters. Now they go after a relic, and they run afoul of a lot of nasty people, including dragons and everything else. It's our basic Dungeons and Dragons, and what I've seen of the trailers, it's worth having. Let's take a look at this.
On your knees.
Okay, chop it off.
Chop it off. Let's do it.
I'm thinking there are probably sharper stairs somewhere else.
We're thieves, but we help the wrong person steal the wrong thing and unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known.
The Red Wizards created an army of the undead.
Sounds lovely.
Quite the opposite.
I know I was being ironic.
I find irony is a blade that cuts he who wields it most especially.
You're not a lot of fun, are you? How are we gonna pull this off?
We're gonna need a team.
You need cool air.
Follow me to the orifice.
Back to school air.
The orifice?
I'll go last.
Let's go.
I don't mind that. He missed.
Oh, that's not good. Aren't you sick of failing? We could die.
There's worse things than dying. I lost everything that ever mattered to me, and if we quit now, that's for nothing.
I don't want to see you die, which is why I'm going to leave the room.
This ends now.
The bridge is protected by an ancient trap. We must not trigger the mechanism.
I may have triggered the mechanism. So, sorry.
Actually, I hope you enjoyed those three previews, and I hope that you'll consider adding all three of these to your fantasy collection. They're worth having. They are good movies. Like I say, they are what they are, and of course, I enjoy these type of pictures. You know, being a gamer myself, and of course, I'm into these. If you're into Lord of the Rings or stuff like that, well, then you're into these, and I urge you to pick up copies of these movies. And of course, you know, the third one probably won't be on DVD for at least another year, so, or maybe even sooner. And don't quote me on it, but you never know. But until next time, I'm James with James's Classic Movies, and you have been watching Dungeons and Dragons, all three movies. Have a nice day. We'll see you next time.